It was like a scene from a movie. It really was.
Quick action by multiple law enforcement agencies led to the arrest of a bank robbery suspect this afternoon.
News 13's Hannah McKenzie was there as he was taken into custody.
The bank robbery call came in around 4:30, and within an hour, officers had a suspect in custody. We were there as he was escorted out of the police department and taken to jail. A bank robbery in broad daylight.
It was like a scene from a movie. It really was.
Asheville police officers responding to PNC Bank on Battery Park Avenue and Otis Street, 4:35 Wednesday afternoon.
They had guns drawn, and then they just went up there. I mean, they had them, they were ready to roll.
Randy and Hope McKay dining just feet away at the Battery Park Book Exchange, front row for the action.
A lot of people went inside in fear of what was going on, but I was like, no. This is too good.
Server Victoria Siva shaken by the scene.
It was very frightening because, you don't really see that. Lived in New York for 8 years, never seen anything, moved to Asheville, and here we go, a bank robbery.
The bank robber, armed with a gun, made off with a bag full of cash, says Lieutenant Jeffrey Rollins. People inside at the time.
There was at least one customer and several bank employees.
And how were they feeling?
I imagine pretty startled, having witnessed an armed robbery.
The good news, no hostage situation, no injuries, and the suspect already in custody, says Captain Joe Silberman.
He was tracked just outside of Weaverville, and Weaverville Police Department, with the assistance of Buncombe County Sheriff's Office, were able to take him into custody.
Now in handcuffs, Paul Gordon Day, charged with robbery with a dangerous weapon and second-degree kidnapping. For bystanders, the best possible outcome to a stressful situation, making McKay's birthday all the more memorable.
Hey, dinner and a show.
Day's getaway car was towed to the Asheville Police Department, our camera rolling as it was unloaded off a tow truck. Multiple agencies, including the FBI, are now investigating. His bond is set at $500,000.
A high-speed chase ended at a Mountain Elementary School this morning.
News 13's Rex Hodge reports law enforcement and school leaders are thanking an SRO's quick action for protecting students and staff.
Swain County Deputy and SRO PD Hampton got the call of an erratic driver right here on Highway 74 in the vicinity of West Elementary School. He joined the pursuit and ended up stopping the suspect here on the bus entrance to the school.
This man's trying to run me out of the damn road. I'm coming right by Hot Creek.
Hampton was on his way to work when he learned the driver of a Chevy pickup was approaching 100 miles an hour, going the wrong way on the highway near West Elementary. He gave chase.
As I pass West Elementary School, I see the headlights of this vehicle in my lane.
At one point, Hampton says the driver swipes into a car. Other deputies join in.
I try to block him in, and he rams me head on, trying to get by me.
The suspect gets free. Hampton chases him onto the bus entrance to West Elementary and crashes his patrol car into the truck to stop it from going any farther. He makes the arrest without incident.
He did appear to be very impaired. He had at several points thrown stuff out of the vehicle. Yeah, we did find ammunition in the truck, but the weapon was not found.
The sheriff says aside from evading police, the suspect's intent is under investigation. His name is Reginald McMahon from South Carolina, charged with eluding arrest with a motor vehicle, failure to heed light or siren, assault with a deadly weapon, reckless driving to endanger, held on a $10,000 bond.
Got to be careful about this kind of stuff these days.
That's right. We don't take this stuff lightly. We take it all serious.
When you think about worst case scenarios, this is absolutely one of those.
Superintendent Mark Sales says this occurred at a vulnerable time with kids just arriving for school. He says word went out to parents, but says the incident ended quickly.
Well, there was probably some panic in the hearts of the people that were at the school already because it was very early in the morning. But not a reaction such that we had to lock down the campus.
Sale and the sheriff praise Hampton's response, grateful no one was hurt.
I praise him for his action. He's our hero for the day. He was going to protect those kids even at his own risk of danger to himself.
I've never been one for applause. I think it's something that, the majority of our officers would do, if not all of them.
And the suspect remains in custody in the Swain County Jail.
A sticky white substance spewing from Canton's paper mill is once again coating cars and homes in the area. People living nearby are frustrated and called News 13's help desk for answers.
News 13's Karen Zakalak found out why it's happening, what the substance is, and what's being done to fix the issue.
The quaint town of Canton is surrounded by mountains, but the stacks of the well-known paper mill create another backdrop. It's not just the white smoke, but a white dust spraying from the plant that's been frustrating those living nearby.
This is probably the worst it's ever been. Sure is.
It's not the first time a white film covered Bruce Moore's car and roof. Reports from the State Division of Air Quality show similar complaints in 2019 and 2021. But Moore says this fall the substance seemed thicker and seemed to happen more frequently.
Do you feel like you've gotten any clear answers on why it keeps happening?
No.
He says the mill paid for his car to be cleaned several times.
That is lime, that white. It should be green.
But he says his plants still show the white dust that fell from the sky in October.
To be honest, the car was less of a concern for me as much as am I breathing this in and what it's, is it, is there, some problem that it could cause or something like that health-wise.
Matt Batson says when the substance covers his car, it's difficult and annoying to clean, but his bigger concern is whether it's covering his lungs.
And there's a lot of it for it to cover our car a half-mile away. So, my concern is pretty, I'd say, substantial as far as what I'm breathing in.
A spokesperson for the mill wouldn't do an interview or answer any questions that we emailed, but did send a brief statement apologizing for the dust emissions. The response says the mill is committed to implementing a long-term engineering solution, and there have been no visible emissions as of September 19th. But a viewer sent us this photo that she says was taken on October 10th. Showing a white haze coating a car windshield. A total of 6 people have confirmed to News 13 that the dust has continued to be an issue well after September. The DAQ confirms that they began investigating back in August when residents sent these photographs of a white film on cars, windshields, even patio umbrellas. The report says the possible cause of the dust was the number 5 lime filter. And this notice of violation was issued to Evergreen Packaging in late August for failure to operate and maintain the number 5 lime dust collector. But the problem seemed to continue with numerous dust deposits in September after several cartridges in the number 5 lime dust system bag filter failed prematurely, resulting in another notice of violation in October after the facility failed to properly operate and/or maintain pollution control equipment. In the latest response to DAQ on October 24th, the mill says global supply chain issues and the lack of supplier resources continue to affect the facility's ability to obtain supplies. As for health concerns, we confirm that DAQ has detected both lime and limestone in the dust from this facility. A spokesperson tells us neither is a hazardous air pollutant, but very high levels of particulate matter are known to cause heart and lung conditions.
My concern was because it's not something, it's something that's so glue-like almost, was am I breathing this in and is it a problem?
Karen Zakalak, News 13.
And a spokesperson for the Division of Air Quality tells us they work to make sure pollutants do not rise to levels that would exceed health-based standards.
We have a link to all of those investigations, violations, and complaints related to the lime dust on our website, WLOS.com. The mill manager says if you have an issue with the dust, you can reach out to the plant and they will pay for a car wash.